Our next roof, which is going to go right here on this rectangle, is called a gambrel roof, and that is a roof that looks like a barn roof. So it's gambrel, 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 and there we go. So now we've got that labeled. Now, here we go. We are going to use our roof command. So I'm in architecture, but our roof command this time is going to be what's called a roof by extrusion. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring up this dialog box, and it's looking for what they call a work plane. And we don't have any work planes or reference planes in this drawing, so I'm just going to go with the default, pick a plane. I'm going to say OK. And then I'm going to scroll in on this just so I can see it a little better. And I'm going to put my cursor right here on the south wall. And I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to get a box that says Go to View. Sometimes when I do this, I don't get this box. And what I would do is I would just have to change to the south elevation. But in this case, I'm just going to click on the word south and say Open View. Now, this box will come up and it says roof reference level and offset. So the level here is not going to be dormer and it is not going to be floor. It's going to be roof. And I'm going to say OK. What comes up is this box. By the way, the house or the building that's in back of it, you can still see it's all grayed out. But this is the corner of our building that we're going to be working on. So what I need to do now is do what's called put in a reference plane. So I'm going to click up on the right hand side there where it said reference plane. I'm going to come across the bottom until I get the little blue, well, not blue, sorry, magenta colored triangle. I'm going to click and pull straight up. I'll zoom out a little bit here and I'll just make this reference line go up nice and straight. That's the middle of our walls. Now, I'm going to start to actually draw the roof in. So, my next thing is to actually escape a couple times out of this. And I'm going to go to the line tool. And I'm going to go to that corner on the right hand side and click. And I'm going to start to just bring this up and in. And then I'll bring this line over to the corner there, or excuse me, to the reference line. And by the way, I can change these by the way. I'll hit escape a couple times and click on this. And I can change this by bringing it down to here. And then I can click on the other one and make sure that I connect it. You want to make sure though that be positive that there's no opening there. The two lines have to meet right at the ends. Now I'm going to click on this line. I'm going to get the little ball down here on this one. I'm just going to bring this out past the edge or the corner of where we were before. Now, next thing, I want the opposite side to be exactly the same as it is on this side. So I'm going to click on that line. I'm going to hold the control key and select both of the lines. I'm going to go up here to my modify panel and I'm going to select mirror pick axis. So now I come out and I pick that plane that we put on and we select the axis. Hit escape a couple times. The last thing I want to do here before I green check mark is I'm going to go to where it says extrusion end and I'm going to click and I'm just going to put in 15 feet here and do apply, and you'll see why I did that in a split second. As long as I got everything all set up here, I'm going to hit finish and then I'm going to go to my 3D view. Here we go. And what you'll notice is that 15 feet came forwards. So instead of having it coming forwards, I'm going to go to the top view here and I'll rotate this around. I'm going to click on my roof and I'm going to get this bottom arrow here. I'm just going to pull this one up. And I got a a witness line or a construction line that kind of told me where this roof extended to, which is a foot past the building. I'll do that again down here. I'll just click on that and we'll line those two things up. Now, if I got this right, I did, I'm going to have my barn roof on here. Last thing I want to do is I want to make sure all those walls come up to the roof. So I'm going to choose one wall. I'll hold the control key down and click all these walls. I'm going to say attach top base, and I'll choose the roof, and that will be the end of that roof. I did notice, by the way, on this one that this wall right here, in my drawing anyways, wasn't attached. So let me make sure I got that right. Attach. There we go. So it should be okay now. So that is the Gambrel roof.